My name is Gordon McDill and I work for Green Home Systems.
So tell me a little bit about Green Home Systems. What is it you do and what differentiates you from other people in the market?
So at Green Home Systems, we have three different specific areas we work in. So we work in the private sector where we can do able to pay customers. We also support Eco4 customers and we do social housing and local authority. So we cover a wide range across Scotland.
So tell me a little bit about how you get in touch with all of those markets then, because they're all quite different and they all have really different requirements and stipulations, whether you're working with the private sector or the sort of social housing aspect. How do you manage all three of those requirements and make sure that your business is providing for those?
Yeah, so each individual streamlined area is all based around a bespoke solution for that individual customer. So if you are a private client who's got a multi-million pound house, we will find a resolution for you. If you're a social tenant where you need support because you've got water ingress and there's a damp or there needs ventilation, we'll provide that support for you as well. And or if you're in an Eco4 funding position where you need funding to do your house up and you qualify, we'll qualify you and get your house up to a spec where you feel comfortable. So it's an excellent opportunity to take advantage of what's out there across Scotland.
I think that's one of the big arguments about clean tech and sort of EV infrastructure is that it's only for the rich or it's only for people that can afford it. It's really interesting to hear that you're working with allowing people to access grants and social funding. How does that work in terms of getting in touch with those people and advocating for that? Do people tend to come to you, or do you provide a lot of advice and guidance on what's out there? Because it's confusing. How do you know what type of infrastructure you want, how much it costs, how much you need, what's good value for money out there when it's something you don't know about? How do you work with those clients that perhaps need a bit more guidance?
I think the biggest thing is with, especially in Eco4, now, if it's too good to be true, people often think that. So we need to go out there and actively find these customers. Now, the easiest way to look at it is if you are off gas, now if you're electric, oil or LPG, we can more or less instantaneously help you. If you're in a flex area of Scotland, now we work across 18 different constituencies where there's a flex agreement in place with the local authority. We can qualify you if you're earning under £31,000. Not only that, there's an alternative method where it's through benefit and or disability. And if you qualify under that as well, we can also support you. The type of thing we can put in place for you is an air source heat pump, high heat retention. We can do internal wall insulation and solar. And if you qualify under these aspects, we can do all that for free. So it doesn't cost you as a customer a penny at Eco4.
See, that's crazy because no one would ever believe that you can get all of those things for free. And you're out here spreading the good word and doing the good work of doing that. How does it feel to be, I assume is a Scottish-owned business. How does it feel to be working in a Scottish-owned business in Scotland and giving back to communities who really deserve access to these technologies?
No, it's absolutely fantastic. We, in the past 10 years, were established in 2014. We now have over 100 staff internally. All our staff are disclosed as well through Disclosure Scotland to ensure that you're getting correct people working for us, and we've delivered over 17,500 measures across the past 10 years. We've eradicated over 500,000 tonnes of carbon emissions, and we've helped 7,500 families out of fuel poverty. So the journey's been great so far. We're continuing on that journey, but we're not just focusing on the eco side, we're also very heavily in the private. So for those that are able to pay, and also this is why we're here today for social housing, local authority to come and tap into our expertise and allow us to deliver a first class service.
Can you chat a little bit about the work that you do with other businesses then? So for example, we just chatted to Duracell and they said that they work with you as one of their installers. How great is it to work in an industry that's not only so positive, but very collaborative? You're here today, and like you've pointed out to me earlier, you actually work with a lot of people that are exhibiting here. Is that different to sort of other, say, fossil fuel industries where it's very every man for themselves? Sort of what does that feel like to have that collaboration in this industry and all kind of be working together?
Yeah, no, it's really positive because we're all wanting to achieve this end goal of getting to net zero as soon as possible. Now, you'll hear there's different guidelines out there, different deadlines out there as well. We talk about 2030 in some local constituencies, and then you're talking about 2045, further afield 2050. Now, we're working with Duracell, and we've got a platinum partnership with them. So we also have Valiant, who are our air source heat pump supplier. We're a master tech installer with them, and we work closely with the likes of SWIP and other approved, what's that word I'm looking for there, compliant regulators to ensure that we deliver the best service. So yeah, but no, it's extremely positive. We feel as if we're singing off the same hymn sheet. We want to achieve the same goal, and it feels as if the customers at the end of the day, it's all about them. They're getting the best support and the best products.
What is it then that's brought you to Net Zero Club, Net Zero Scotland Conference? What is it that you look to get out of the event? Why did you come back?
Really, what we want to do is get in touch with many social housing and local authorities possible. Basically, showcase who we are and the ability we've got to deliver across Scotland. We have the capability to reduce fuel poverty. We have the ability to make houses cosier, warmer, and more eco-friendly. If you want an honest, reliable installer, then this is what we're here for. So come and speak to us and we'll make it happen.
Fab. Okay, my last question, because my arm's aching holding out the microphone. If you could give people one message on Earth Day, because today is Earth Day, what would you tell them? One message about anything to do with sustainability.
I would say make the change for the world, not only just for yourself.